Hi there, how's it going? So this is the continuation of the previous video. In the previous video, I basically showed you how to install VirtualBox on your Windows. So in this video, we are going to start installing Ubuntu 80.04. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is the Ubuntu 80.04 release page. Basically, I'm going to put this link in the description so you can basically install the desktop image. So the one I've downloaded is a 64-bit desktop image. So if you scroll down, you will see different desktop images you can install. So this is the one I've basically downloaded. So you need to have that one downloaded first. So if I go to the download folder, you will see it here. This is the one. So after you've downloaded the desktop image, the next thing you need to do is since you have installed VirtualBox, open the VirtualBox. So after that, okay, earlier I've installed the Ubuntu 80.04, I think 80.04.0, but now I'm going to install 80.04.6. So what you need to do here is this is currently running. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to click new. So what you need to do is basically enter the name of the Ubuntu. Basically, I'm going to put Ubuntu 18.04.6. So it's going to basically install it in this VirtualBox VMS folder. So if I go to this folder, I have the so I think it's here. So under the users, Stephen. So it's basically installed the previous one, right? Input 80.04. It's basically put that folder here. So the next one it's going to put in this folder as well. So let's continue. So the type has to be Linux, right? It has to be Linux, and the version has to be Ubuntu 64-bit. Then click next. So the recommended memory size is 1 GB, which is 1024 megabytes. So I'm going to leave that one as it is and click next. So what we want to do is basically create a virtual hard disk. So that option is already selected for us. So we click OK, click create, and we're going to leave this the selected option, which is VirtualBox disk image, because we actually downloaded the desktop image. So that's the one we're going to use. We click next. So I want the size basically to be dynamic, and click next. So the memory here is 10 GB, but if you are going to need more space, you can increase the space to maybe 20 or 13 GB. I'm going to put 30 GB, or I think I'm going to let me put 25. I'm going to click create. So it's going to basically install it here under Ubuntu 80.04.6. So if I click create, now you can see it has created the new the Ubuntu, right? So if I go to this folder, right, you see we've got the new Ubuntu version here. So the next thing we need to do is basically what I want to do is I want the CPU to be, so the CPU in my VirtualBox, I want it to be the same as the CPU in my the host, which is the Windows. So if I'm going to, so let me go to setting, right? I'm going to show you what I mean. So go to system, you can see the processor, right? The processor assigned here is one CPU. So it's basically going to use one central processing unit when I'm running an application, but I want it to use all the CPUs, all the cores, so it make the performance better. So I click OK. So okay, next thing I need to do is basically start it, but it's not going to start unless you have the disk image that you downloaded earlier, right? So we need to assign that one. So this is the previous one. That is not the one we're going to use. We're going to use the current one, which is not this one. I'm going to, so you click this one to search for it, you add a new one. So this is going to be the one. This is the one we downloaded. You downloaded earlier, right? So you open it. So that is the one you're going to choose. Okay, choose this one. So then you can now start that one, right? Okay, so now this is the point where you have to install Ubuntu. So now you have to click this one, install Ubuntu. Then that is going to start the installation, but you need to do some setup, right? If you are in the UK, if you choose UK, I don't know if you're using different. I'm using Dell computer, right? And if I type some character like pipe, if I type pipe on my computer, right, it's giving me that what is it called? I don't know, giving me that character, right? If I choose English US, right? If I type pipe, right? If I type pipe, it's going to give me pipe. So you need to make sure that it's the keyboard you are using, like it's basically outputting the right character for you. So even though I'm in the UK, I'm still going to use English US just because of my keyboard. So anyway, you choose the language that you like, then you click continue, and then click continue here, and erase disk and install Ubuntu. Okay, install now. So click continue. So your location, it's going to, you can put the location that you are in. I'm going to go with London. I think that will help you to set the time zone for you. So now you can put your name, the name you want for your desktop. I'm going to put my name. So I'm going to put my password now. I want to, so it's going to require password to log in, then I can click continue. So now it's installing all the required packages, so and it's going to take some time. Okay, now the installation is completed. We need to restart. So that is going to restart the virtual machine, the Ubuntu. So just need to wait a bit. So it's saying please remove the installation medium, then press enter. Okay, if I go to device and optical device, optical drives, so I'm going to select the one that we installed earlier, and go back again and remove disk from VirtualBox, force mounts. Okay, enter. So basically the whole process is you go to the devices, the optical device, you will see the one that you install, which is Ubuntu 80.0.6. then you select it, then you remove this, you remove the 8 from the virtual drive. So okay, now I can enter my password. You remember the password you used when you were entering your details, so you need to enter the password here in order to log in. All right, we've got our Ubuntu ready, so try to skip, press next, and done. So another thing you can do is basically add a guest addition. Like so if you go to devices, right, you see insert guest additions, see the image. For example, there are things that you can do that you wouldn't normally do if you don't have a guest addition. Like if you want to copy from your host to the virtual machine, you won't be able to do that. Say for example, I open a terminal, right, and I want to copy from my host to terminal. I wouldn't be able to do that. So what I'm going to do is basically insert the guest addition and try to enable it. So also if you are using the lower version of Ubuntu, you can upgrade to the latest version, right? Because there will be some pop-up messages every now and then telling you to upgrade. For now I'm going to select ask me later. So later. So the next thing I'm going to do here, install guest addition. So insert guest addition, see the image. So here you select run, then enter your password, then authenticate. The system is currently not set up to build kernel modules. Please install the GCC Perl package for your distribution. So what we need to do is go and install this GCC Perl package. So we press enter and we open a terminal. Let me say sudo apt get updates, my password. Okay, so what I need to do is install GCC Perl package. So sudo apt get install -y GCC make Perl terminal and open this guest addition again and select this one. So run it again and enter your password. authenticate. So okay, you see this message, the new message now. Okay, it's running kernel modules will not be replaced until the system is restarted. So what you have to do is press enter. So okay, then close this that window, then go here and click the power button and press restart. So that is going to restart the Ubuntu, right? So let me maximize it. Okay, going to enter my password. Okay, so it's been restarted. Now we can remove the guest edition. We can eject it, right? Okay. Say for example, we have. Let me go here. Okay. Say family guy. Say for example, we copy this one, right? And let me open a terminal. So we try to copy that word from our host to our virtual machine. That is not possible, right? And there is no option for that. So if we try to copy from our virtual machine, right, and paste it here and paste here, so that is not possible, right? So what we can do is basically go to devices. Since we have inserted the guest additions and got the installation setup, what we can do is go to share clipboard. It's disabled right now, so we can go enable it by selecting any of these options. If you select from host to guest, you can only copy from host and paste to the virtual machine, but you can't do it in the reverse. The same thing goes to from guest to host, but we want to do it in both ways, so we have to select bi-directional, right? So if we select bi-directional and okay, I've copied I think, okay, let me copy this one, copy, and then let me try to paste it here. You can see I'm able to copy from virtual machine and paste to the Windows, right? So okay, let me copy family guy here and try to paste here. So you can see that is now possible. So basically that is what guest additions can accomplish. So yeah, right now we've got Ubuntu set up on our virtual box. So in the next video I'll be basically installing all the required softwares one by one. Probably I'm going to be starting with Adobe in the next one. Alright, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment. I hope you like it. Have a lovely day and goodbye.